Welcome to Cravings Control for Fat Loss. I'm your host, Laura Cavallo, former sugar binger, overeater, and yo-yo dieter turned fat loss and cravings coach for hundreds of busy women. Here at Cravings Control for Fat Loss, I'll be sharing mindset, movement, and metabolism strategies for those who are ready to ditch the fat diet cycle and slim down without counting calories, tracking points, or giving up any of the foods they love. Get ready to embrace progress over perfection, grace over guilt, and bring curiosity and learning to the inevitable ups and downs of your life. Expect a decrease in your cravings while seeing and feeling an improvement in how you look, how you feel, and your overall quality of life. I am so excited you're here, boo. Let's get started. Welcome to another episode of Cravings Control for Fat Loss. My name is Laura Cavallo, your cravings coach, and today I am so excited to bring you an episode dedicated to sharing the who, what, when, where, why, and how of the Cravings Code. This is going to be the second round of the Cravings Code, and it's going to open for public enrollment this Wednesday, September 20th at 9 a.m. Eastern. And the Cravings Code is a 6-week program to help women who struggle with constant cravings, intense hunger, and overeating reduce these incidences by up to 70% while priming your metabolism and your mindset for fat loss, if that is one of your goals. So the Cravings Code is for any woman that has traditionally struggled with cravings and finds herself with intense afternoon cravings, nighttime cravings, period cravings, weekend cravings, salty, sweet, crunchy, carby cravings. Maybe you're a woman that has traditionally fad dieted or done some sort of elimination or restrictive diet and felt your cravings get more intense. You might be someone whose results have stalled and you feel your hunger and your cravings are getting in the way of your fat loss results, and you really want to be able to kind of tackle them and address them before moving forward. Maybe you're someone that's always had a splintered relationship with food and you can't get this diet culture mentality of good food, bad food out of your brain. And you want to just start to adopt a more balanced and moderate approach to nutrition. And you want to get your hands on some of these strategies to help you manage cravings and hunger and just start to shift your mindset around some of these habits and routines that you already have around diet. Maybe you're someone that constantly feels guilty and ashamed around some of your nutrition choices. Everything makes you feel stressed. Maybe you're so confused on what to do. Maybe you've tried macro counting and intermittent fasting and all these gut protocols and detoxes, and they just don't feel aligned. And you're just ready for something that fits with your lifestyle. That's something that you can just do every day without even thinking about it and becomes like second nature. And you're just ready to give yourself that freedom, that flexibility, that ease, and feel more confident and in control with your nutrition. That is who the Cravings Code is for. If you're not sure if the Cravings Code is for you, you can always send me a message on Instagram and just share a little bit about what's going on with you. And I will give you my honest professional recommendation if I think this program can work for you. Now, this program is going to deliver one-on-one coaching in a small pod format, and I'll explain more about what that is later in the show, along with some more details on the actual structure of the program and the curriculum. So first, I want to share why I created this program. I have been in the fitness space for almost 10 years, specifically as a personal trainer, nutrition coach. And before that, I played Division I lacrosse and I coached youth lacrosse. And so I've been in this nutrition, fitness, exercise space for a really long time. But when I started working with women specifically on cravings control and fat loss over the last 3 years, I just kept seeing women struggling with the same dead-end approaches that were not delivering lasting cravings control. And I did some of these things too. So I'm sure we've all been there, but what I was seeing is women using things like, so I call them like Band-Aid fixes, right? So just like having more water if you're having a craving, or just like substituting fruit or some low fat version of the food that you actually want, or just not even buying it, not even keeping it in the house. just trying to be stronger, or like white knuckling it and using willpower as ways to resist cravings and overeating. And, while some of these strategies can work in certain instances, they don't address the root cause of why cravings happen. So, some of these strategies were things that I was trying, things that I was helping my clients with, like before I really got into cravings. And, during my own struggles with cravings and binging and overeating, I took to the books and I enrolled in courses and I started reading and I started learning. So over the years, I began researching things like hormones and how our environment impacts our nutritional choices, how sleep and stress can impact hunger and cravings, the science of nutrition and fat loss. And then finally, I got certified as a mindset health coach. And I learned that cravings are much more complex than we ever thought. They go beyond these sort of misconception strategies that we've all been taught to use, like having more water or fruit or just using willpower. And so what I learned is that cravings are a combination of environmental, they can be triggered by your emotions, they can also be triggered by your hormones. Okay. And what can make cravings worse are fad dieting programs, restrictive, eliminating, taking foods out, large calorie reductions. In addition, the mindset that you have around your nutrition and your body image and dieting, right? And feelings like guilt and shame and stress, that can actually cause cravings to be worse. And even certain lifestyle habits, like I mentioned earlier, things like exercise can exacerbate cravings. Poor sleep and stress can trigger cravings, right? These things that I never knew impacted cravings or could affect how hungry I was. But here I was learning about these things and like, holy shit, I need to try some of these strategies out to see if now that they can help my cravings. And they did. So after years of studying, I took everything I learned and began testing them out on myself and then on my clients as part of my Satisfull Nutrition approach. And as a result, my clients began seeing drastic drops in their frequency of cravings, right? How often they were craving and how intense those cravings were and how much they were eating during those cravings episodes. So we're dropping the frequency, we're dropping the intensity, and we're dropping how much clients are eating during those cravings episodes. And everything they learned, all of these foundational principles of Satisfull Nutrition, is what you will learn in the Cravings Code. And it's what the Cravings Code is all about. And so these clients, when we pair these nutritional strategies with more focused exercise and fat loss tools, these women began losing weight, they began losing inches, and the shape of their body started changing. They started having more visible muscle, they started leaning out, they started building more lean muscle. And this was all without counting, tracking, or measuring any of their food. And I felt like this was really powerful and really special. Like, holy shit, look at what's happening with these women, not just physically, but also mentally. And I knew it was just so pivotal because the women that were coming to me were so desperate and feeling so stressed, doing things like counting macros or some sort of elimination diet to lose weight, which actually caused them to have more cravings. So I knew that when women were going through the program and their cravings were dropping and they were losing an additional 10 pounds and 10 inches in about 3 months' time, that, again, without tracking, counting, or measuring, that this was a truly, really special thing. And the beautiful thing about Satisfull Nutrition is that I wasn't telling clients what to eat. Right? I wasn't providing recipes. I wasn't providing meal plans. I wasn't providing calorie numbers or macro numbers. I wasn't telling them not to eat anything. I literally was just taking these core principles and they were applying them to the foods they already had in their homes and the foods that they liked. They were applying it to their schedules, their routines, their family dynamics. And it just grew into this beautiful, these beautiful results that I don't want to say I was surprised by, because I knew the strategies were really powerful, but just gave me so much excitement because I knew that not counting anything was really counting, measuring, or tracking anything could be really helpful for busy women. B, cravings reduction is like a godsend, right? It's freedom for women. And third, these strategies were helping women develop a better relationship with food. And it was just this like trifecta of amazingness that I was like, fuck yeah, like let's keep doing this. So what was happening was that not everyone could afford to work with me one-on-one, right? Not everyone had the time to dedicate to one-on-one coaching, because I usually have a 4-month minimum to work with me. In addition, the investment to work with me one-on-one is higher, right? And so when I had clients come to me and they say, oh, like I really want to work with you, but I don't have the financial means to do so, it just broke my heart that I could not provide these women with the tools and strategies that I wanted. And so I knew I had to create something that could be more affordable and more accessible for women, with a shorter time commitment while still delivering the same cravings control results. So I priced the Cravings Code at a fraction of the cost of what it is to work with me one-on-one directly, but you still get one-on-one access and coaching to me. So it's really like having me, like a coach, in your back pocket for a fraction of the price, right? And so the Cravings Code is one-on-one coaching in a small pod format. So you get one-on-one access to me where I coach the Code 6 curriculum. I answer questions, and then I assign homework assignments on our live calls. And then, there's other women on the call, so you'll learn from other people. I'll answer questions. And then we also have a WhatsApp group, another area where we kind of connect in between calls. So you get that one-on-one approach from me, but then you also get the support from a group of like-minded women going through the same exact things that you're going through. As a result, the Cravings Code was born, and the results have been incredible, even just holding one full round. And it's something I'm really proud of, and I can't wait to share it with you. So as a recap, the Cravings Code, the goal of this program is cravings reduction, and up to 70% of cravings reduction, meaning in frequency, in intensity, in how much you're eating during these cravings episodes. And as a result of learning these strategies and these tools that address not just nutrition, not just lifestyle, but also your mindset, you're going to be able to prime your mindset and prime your metabolism to eat fewer calories and sustainably lose weight, if that's something that you want after the Cravings Code. Okay. So the Cravings Code is not intended to help you lose weight or for fat loss, but I have had clients that have lost 5 pounds or 10 pounds as a result of the strategies, because the way that the curriculum is played out. So let's dive into the framework that you're going to learn, the curriculum, and sort of the structure, which I alluded to already. So the framework you're going to learn in the Cravings Code is the Code 6 curriculum. Okay. And these are going to be 6 strategies drip fed over 6 weeks. And you're going to have 3 avenues of support with me. The first is live one-on-one coaching with me each week. And during our live call, that's when I'm going to deliver one of the Code 6 strategies. During that call, I'm going to teach maybe 15 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, sometimes 45 minutes or an hour. Then I'm going to stay on. I'm going to answer questions, anything that you might have from that week or the previous week that you want to share with me or you want me to answer live. And then I will give you a homework assignment at the end of that call for you to implement for that week. Okay. The second avenue of support is going to be in our WhatsApp chat. So now you have your homework assignment. We all come off the call. In the days following until our next call, you'll share in the WhatsApp chat any wins you've had, any challenges that you're facing, any social events that are coming up, or travel or plans, anything that you're like, I need a little support, or like, I have to tell you guys what happened. This was so amazing. I need to celebrate with you. And then in the WhatsApp chat, I will respond and coach in real time, whether it's through a video or a voice memo or text. So you get me in between those calls as well. And then the third avenue of support, you get this program for lifetime access. You get the live coaching recordings, lifetime access. You get all of the resources, all of the downloads, anything else that I create for the program. You get lifetime access to this program through a secure portal. Okay. And that portal can go in, download the videos, download the PDFs, and you have it forever. So if you can't make a live call, or you have to hop off early, or you want to go back and rewatch something, everything will be recorded and uploaded for you so you don't miss anything. So this whole program is worth almost $4,000 in value. Okay. Almost $4,000 in value between the one-on-one access to me, the lifetime access that you have of the program, all of the time that I will spend coaching in the WhatsApp chat, all of the resources I'm going to create for you. You're going to get a ton of fucking value in this program for a fraction of that. Okay. I'm not going to reveal the price yet. Okay. You'll have access to that on Wednesday, September 20th at 9 a.m. But something that's so valuable about the Cravings Code is that with this structure, it's allowed women to go on vacation or go through busy periods with their families, like end of school or vacations or family members getting sick or even bigger life transitions. And they have the support and accountability of the group, and they can actually work the strategies with me together while going through some of these challenging times or busy times. So it's actually helped these women be more successful because now they can practice the strategies in real time with life doing its life thing, right? It's easy to stay on track when you're in a routine and life is quiet and things are easy, but that's not the reality of our lives now. Our life is a lot more complicated. It's a lot busier. There's a lot more layers. There's a lot of shit going on. So these strategies have to work with your life. And that's what the WhatsApp chat and the live calls are about, is helping you ingrain these strategies into your day-to-day life. So what strategies are you actually going to learn? Like, what is the Code 6 curriculum? So when you go through the Code 6 curriculum, you are going to master these 6 strategies, which are prerequisites for sustainable fat loss. Okay. These things have to be foundationally sound, strong, ebbing and flowing in order for you to even think about getting into fat loss at a later time. Okay. And as I mentioned before, these strategies aren't just nutrition and lifestyle strategies. They're not just like, go do this and do that and good luck. Okay, yay. No, but by way of applying them and seeing how powerful these strategies can be, and how much your cravings reduce, and how much you can allow foods into your diet that used to be off limits and you're not going to overeat them. Like, once you start to shift your perception about what it actually takes to reduce cravings, you slowly start to see your mindset and your perception shift. So now we're starting to address mindset as well as a byproduct. So the first pillar that you're going to learn is consistently satisful. These are going to be strategies to stay consistent throughout the challenges of the week, the months, and the seasons. Okay. This is going to provide you with a framework to be more flexible with your diet without triggering cravings and keeping you on the path to healthier eating anywhere, anytime. Consistently Satisfull is going to teach you how to create satisful plates at restaurants, at happy hour, beer events, barbecue events, on an airplane, at a 7-Eleven, from anywhere. Legit. Okay, so you can stay consistently satisful throughout the program and throughout the rest of your life. You'll also learn Cornerstone habits. This is a mindset and application strategy for helping you stay on track when shit hits the fan, okay? This is for those times when life gets stressful, life gets busy, life gets hectic, aka all the fucking time. and you'll be able to feel successful in your cravings and fat loss journey without having to feel like you need to do everything right. I know, it's wild. We're going to go through Crave and Go and Slip Slow strategy. All right, these are specific go-to craving strategies for your favorite late night treats, weekends, and happy hour drinks. This is going to help you minimize how much you indulge and how often you indulge. You'll also learn about the 80-20 Continuum. This is a mindset and application strategy to help you navigate the seasons of life and the year. This is for the seasons of the year where you need to be more flexible with yourself. So instead of seeing things as black and white, good or bad, allowed, not allowed, you get to see it on a continuum that ebbs and flows. Next, we're going to review how to correct sleep and stress and optimize these two things for long-term cravings management and eventually fat loss success if that's something that you are aiming for. These are going to be specific strategies for addressing how to improve your sleep quality and sleep quantity and also keep stress at bay. And these are actually two of the biggest cravings triggers there are. So that's why we have a whole week dedicated to them. And then lastly, we're going to review C.H.E.S.S exercise. Okay, this is a cravings exercise that is both a mindset and an application strategy to start to observe and assess what is triggering your cravings. Okay, so this is an acronym that stands for cravings, hunger, exercise, stress and emotions, and sleepy, which are the major cravings triggers. And throughout the program, you'll learn exactly how to manage these triggers without self-sabotage or having to restrict. So obviously you can see how much value and knowledge you're going to gain from this program, paired with the accountability from me, the support from me, the guidance from me, plus a group of like-minded women so you don't feel alone. You will not have to rely on willpower anymore. You won't have to rely on self-control anymore. You won't have to rely on not keeping foods out of the house to control your cravings. You're going to get actual tactical strategies to help you, okay? Just like the hundreds of women we've helped over the course of the last few years. If you want more information, subscribe to our free email list below so you won't miss the cart opening on Wednesday, September 20th at 9 a.m. for the Cravings Code. And of course, if you have any questions, just shoot me a message on Instagram. I am so happy that I got a chance to share all of this information with you. I know it was a lot. I know, boo-boo. I know it was a lot. But, this is something that's important for you to understand so that you know the ins and outs of this program. If you have any questions, shoot me a message on Instagram and I will talk to you soon.